My name is Michael Ajayi, and I'm the Country Director for Enactors Nigeria. Enactors is an international non-profit organization that is dedicated to the development of youth leadership and youth entrepreneurship amongst young people across the world. In Nigeria, our focus is to transform Nigerian youth into resourceful, purposeful, and values-driven entrepreneurial leaders and social innovators. Interestingly, Enactors Nigeria is the project implementing partner for the Ethical Living Project, which is fully funded by the African Capital Alliance Foundation, or ACAF.
Teaching this program, we think, will be extremely impactful to ensuring that, a lot of our youth of today can end up being ethical leaders tomorrow. And the broad impact really is to ensure that we can create or build a generation of young people who will say, as a result of the learnings that they've taken, from this effort, that they've been able to not only change or improve the course of their lives, but hopefully also impact the communities in which they operate or live in.
The Ethical Living Project is an altruistic intervention that is designed to elevate consciousness around ethics, integrity, personal values, and discipline amongst young people. Young people, particularly of secondary school age in Lagos State. And as a pilot this year, the Ethical Living Project was implemented in 10 selected secondary schools from 3 of the 6 educational districts in Lagos State.
Individually and collectively, if you are doing what is right, you will realize that there is good conduct.
Will you risk going to jail for another 10 years because of 100,000? Now you weigh the two actions and say, which one should I do?
This is what we call the reflective introspection. When you think about it deeply, you're like, okay, I can actually, communicate with someone about how I feel without hurting the person.
Ethics shapes society. The ethical decisions you take can help improve the society.
Integrity, truthfulness, honesty, justice, fairness. You find out that when you're me and fair to you, we are good.
For me, really, it is such a pleasure to see what has become of this project. I mean, the kind of impact it is already having, and more importantly, the way the target audience have completely embraced it with passion and excitement. In this pilot phase of the project, we had 534 teenagers from 10 secondary schools participated, and these individuals attended a 6-week training workshop that is based on the Ethical Living training curriculum that was designed and implemented for this purpose.
We do appreciate the commitment of ACA for this wonderful program, because it will go a long way for our students to be able to be successful in their future life. We are training them academically, but things that have ethical values. We are grateful that this NGO came along to help us to impart these values onto them.
It has helped them to make valid judgments about themselves, do self-assessments, and to be able to relate well with others.
The program is so educative, it has good values. We have been seeing a lot of changes and we hope it will continue. The ones that are good are going to send it down to the students in the school.
The Ethical Living curriculum has 6 different modules, including the introduction to ethics, because we realized that one of the challenges of the target audience was that they really do not understand the concept of ethics or integrity. And so it was important to introduce integrity and that whole concept to them. The curriculum also talks about the issue of conflict of values. And the essence of the module on conflict of value is to help them realize that when they consciously start thinking and acting ethically, there will come a time when they will be conflicted on choices to make, really. So the purpose of this module is to empower them with the knowledge and the skills to be able to navigate through the murky waters of conflict of value situation.
From my point of view, this program has been a very good experience because I've learned how important it is to be an ethical person, how important it is to hold your values up high.
I am going to be very much careful about the decisions I take and the way I act with people.
Personally, I will always operate my ethics. Ethics come first.
I learned that we don't make decisions based on our emotion, most especially when you are angry.
It has impacted me in the sense that I've become more aware of myself and my surroundings.
I have also learned that if you are the type of person that takes something that does not belong to you, then you pick it up, give it to the rightful owner, or keep it where the person can find it.
These 534 teenagers actively participated in the 6-week ethical living workshop, exploring the concept and the impact of values on themselves, on family, community, and society at large. Afterwards, we threw up an ethical living essay writing competition that was designed to inspire them to begin to apply the knowledge they have gained during the 6-week period of intense soul searching, in writing an essay. And the purpose of this really is to put them in a situation where they have to streamline and articulate their thoughts, concerning ethics and its applications. By so doing, we have reinforced the lessons of the workshops and have also inculcated those values in them.
The impact of this program in public schools or in schools in general would be, it would plant a seed that will eventually germinate in the future. We understand that we're doing the groundwork, the weeding of certain vices that has been normalized in the society, and it is our vision that at the end of the day each of these students will become change makers or change actors in the society, who are not just taking actions when it comes to driving change, but also in their morals, that they are also speaking up against ills or evils in the society as well.
We are complaining about where we found ourselves in terms of Nigeria as an economy and as a society, but the change starts with each and every one of us. And this Ethical Living project is about imbibing that change in the students, and then they can spread it to their peers and society at large.
So for us, the Ethical Living project is really another expression of our commitment to youth development and national transformation. And we are very grateful and excited for the opportunity to partner with the Africa Capital Alliance Foundation on this project.